Hello and welcome to the Tigre.pup channel. In this video, I will be testing vendor number one's blonde hair. If you would like to see the outcome of this, then please keep watching. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you the packaging that the package arrived in. So we're going to open up the package and see what we have going on the inside. Okay, so in this package I got two wigs. One is curly and one is blonde. In this video we're going to talk about the blonde, but just for a minute they sent me a Santa cap and two wig caps, which happen to be very dark, which I was very surprised about. And that's about all that we have in that bag. So we're going to take a closer look at my Santa cap that they sent me. It's pretty cute, I think. It was awful nice of them, even though this is after Christmas. But right here, we're going to focus on the blonde hair here. I think the measurements are 5 by 5, transparent lace closure, 12 inches, and straight blonde 613 hair. I normally get the 16 inches from them, so I decided to see what their 12 inches looks like. So right here I'm just showing you the interior of the cap and the construction, and it has the elastic band that they normally put in there, and the little combs in here too as well. So right here I'm giving you a 360 of the wig on a stand so you can have a total view of how it looks. And the hair was so fragile that I had to let it air dry before I had blew it dry, because it was shedding quite a lot and the hair was very fragile. So I says, well, you know what, I think I'm going to give it a cut, and maybe that might make it go down to the healthy. But before I did that, as you can see here, I flat ironed the hair just to get it nice and straight, so when I do cut it, because I have to cut it dry, this is what it looks like when it's been flat ironed. I can get a nice straight cut. So I'm taking my pressing comb, kind of raking it through to try to get nice and smooth as I possibly can. As you can see, this is what their wig looks like. I think I look like this character off of I forget what he's on, but this is what I think of when I while I'm wearing this wig or whatever. So right here I'm just trying to decide what length I want with this. Yeah, so this is where the wig is stopping at on my head. It's supposed to be a medium cap, but it's not big enough for my head. So right here I'm just showing you where the cap, the lace begins and the cap starts and everything. So you can see exactly where everything is aligned. I don't know what's going on. Either my head's gotten bigger, or my hair's gotten longer and thicker, or the cap that they gave me is much smaller. So right here I'm just going to cut it, just show you what length I'm going to do to both sides. And again, how I've kind of like wore out the thing on the inside, the elastic band. So that's not pretty good. So right here I'm just trying to make everything level on both sides, so when I cut it, it's even. So as you can see here, just going to get a nice little cut here. I think I cut a little bit too much on the left hand side, so I'm going in and making it even, and I'm going to go and do it throughout the entire head. As you can see here, I had to tip the head forward so I can get the under taper to make sure it's nice and even. I'm not so sure I wanted to cut it this short because it kind of exposes my ponytail in the back. But you know, it's a learning process, so that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so here's what it's looking like after it's been cut. A few little stragglers. I don't think the line in the back is quite as even as I would have liked, but yeah, so this is what we're working with right here. I'm trying to show you that I prefer my cap a lot further up because, like I said, my forehead is pretty big, but I don't want to pull it too far up because it's going to expose my hair in the back. So yeah, I ended up cutting it too short, but it's still shedding pretty bad. I'm trying to give you a nice 360 here of what we're working with. As you can see, the root has a little bit of a texture, a wave or whatever. So it's not completely bone straight. Right here, I'm trying to add layers, graduation in the back. I think I should have left it a little bit longer, like I said, to so it wouldn't expose my natural hair underneath all of this, but you live and you learn, okay? So right here, I'm just working on the front to make sure everything is nice and balanced, and just give it a little bit of layering. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so right here, giving you another 360 after I've done the layering. It's doing kind of like a U thing in the back. I would cut it shorter, but like I said, I don't want to expose my hair in the back. This wig is shedding a lot, even though I'm not showing you right now. Eventually, you're going to see throughout the video. And the hair is very soft. And very weak and fragile. Trying to give you a close-up and have a look at these ends. It's a little bit thin on the ends in the front, but for the most part, it looks like it's not so bad. So right here, I have a swatches of hair, and I'm going to do a strand test before I start applying color, which I'm going to use fashion shades. As you can see here, I have my Ion Brilliance and my Framercy Fram Bold semi-permanent hair colors. Here is swatches of all three, and I was trying to go for a gray look. This is the Fram Bold in Smoky, and just straight up applied to the Strand Test. This is the Titanium, which is my absolute favorite. I mean, the Ion in Titanium, which is my absolute favorite. It has the perfect gray. And this right here is, I want to say metallic and Framercy Fram Bold or whatever. Okay, so we have a bit of a problem here. Okay, so I went to Sally's and I was going to go get my semi-permanent in Titanium. However, I had a bit of a problem. They had put the two colors in the same slot, so I assumed that I was getting two semi-permanent colors, and I called the 1-800 number and they weren't very helpful. Right here you can see it says semi-permanent hair color on the particular box, and it says permanent on the other. So I guess next time just keep an eye out and be more attentive, I guess, because people are just, you know, putting them in any slots or whatever. So right here I'm using a smoky mixed with a little bit of black. It was an iron black. I don't really like that black, to be honest with you. It's not really good. This right here is the Smoky from the Fram Bold hair color. So I'm using a eyeshadow wand and getting it to the roots. And this is what it looks like after it's thoroughly applied. Okay, so the problem was that okay, initially I thought that the demi-permanent lightened the blue at the top, but that was not the case. Now that I look back at the footage, it looks like when I mixed the black, it actually lightened the smoky from the Fram Bold hair color. And I'm saying this because when I mixed it with the black, it turned out blue and at the top. But when I did it in the very front, it had the actual smoky color, so that's where I kind of like screwed up. So that's the reason why it came out all these different colors. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so we're taking a look at the finished look. As you can see, I did the smoky in the very front. And where you see the blue is where I had the black mixed with the smoky, and it just totally screwed up my my look. I should have just used it straight like I did in the Strand Test, but you live and you learn. And yeah, that's about it. don't know, have you ever seen the cartoon Archer? I watched it a couple of times. It was a long time ago. With this character, Mallory Archer, I guess she's the mama or something. This is what that hair looks like to me. So I just thought I'd add that in. Okay, some of the issues I had with this particular wig was that the threads on more than one occasion were coming loose, but I didn't notice any loosening of any tracks, and the shedding was a really big problem. As you can see here, anytime you run your fingers through the hair or you comb it or brush it or whatever, it would come and just roll on out, and on the floor or on your clothes, it's all over the place. So yeah. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you I had brought the attention to the issue to the shipper or the seller, and at first they weren't very receptive of my problems. They was trying to blame it on me and everything, and they had me bring them, well, they wanted me to show them a video. Like you can see here, I had a problem with the cap size and the blonde hair shedding and everything, and they tried to blame it on the color. However, that wouldn't work because it's a semi-permanent hair color. But eventually they came around and gave me a discount, and which is why I'm pretty happy I have this particular seller, but I would not sell this hair. Okay, so in conclusion, the blonde hair from my wig vendor number 1, it's for poor quality. I didn't really like it. It shed. The cap was a lot smaller and it wasn't very flexible. But I could be wrong about that. I mean, that's the way I feel about this particular cap. And it shedded a lot, and the hair was very fragile. It's not something that I would want to sell to anyone because I know it'll be a problem in the very end. So this particular wig is a fail. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.